Mark, you've been saying you wanted your players to enjoy their football. I think they enjoyed it this afternoon, didn't they?
I think everybody will enjoy that today. I think it was a good professional performance. I think we were clinical in front of goal. It took us a little bit of time to get going, but once we got going, I thought we were good all over the pitch.
Yeah, I mean, Grimsby offered some threat at times, didn't they? Are you happy the way you dealt with that?
Well, they've changed manager, they've changed personnel. You know, they've had a real change round today. Clearly, they've not won for a long time, and they've changed it up. They've tried to put pace in the side, and Malik Wilkes is a decent player. He looks a threat, looks a handful. Dembele is a decent player. He's got some pace. So they changed it. They changed it up a little bit. And obviously, Gary McSheffrey coming in, I would imagine he's desperate to score against us today. But we've dealt with the threat pretty well. You know, I think there was only once, and I'm nitpicking because we've been really good. You know, we've kept a clean sheet, but from a set play, we've had one where they've won the header and it's hit their own man, and we've been able to clear it. Other than that, we've kept them at bay pretty much all game, and really picked some decent options all the time. And then when we got on the front foot, we wanted to try and stay on the front foot. They did that. The finishing was magnificent. I think the set plays were good. We converted the first one. Vincenzi's got on the end of something again, and the ball in was good. We've spoken about that consistently, and we've not been good enough, but we've scored from a free kick, set play, corner. And then obviously McNulty's his third goal for his hat-trick, our fourth, was a brilliant strike.
I remember quite a few interviews early season with you when we talked about McNulty, and you kept telling us he would score goals, and he's doing that for you now.
No, you have to be careful. People start to think I know what I'm talking about. But you know, credit to him, credit to the players. I think the goal where Johnson Clark Harris has squared it to him was the most pleasing for me, because that's a team goal. You know, that's something that you know, there's no selfishness there. He's just laid it on the plate for him to tap in, and that puts the game to bed really. And the third off the crossbar, he's followed in Sparky and got his header and killed the game. Stone dead. And then obviously the fourth one was really clinical, and it's a great strike, and I'm really pleased for him today, but all the players, because they've all contributed in a big way. For me, the biggest, I said in the dressing room, the biggest thing for me is, you know, there's a shift in mentality. I've said it to you this week. There's a shift in mentality, and you can see that. You know, I think the belief's there. I think it's starting to come. We don't want to get carried away. We've got a tough game coming up on Friday, but we'll enjoy that one tonight. I think the supporters have enjoyed that. They've got right behind the team again, and you know, we want to try and keep building the momentum, keep it going.
Where's that shift of mentality come from? Is it just because you've won a couple of games?
Well, I think it's taken a long time, but don't forget, you know, I think people probably, we've achieved nothing yet. You know, let's be fair, we've not achieved anything. There's 8 games to go. We've got it's all in front of us. But the lads have been put together in the summer. It's not a long time, you know. And you say that you need time as a manager and you need time as a team, a new team to gel, you know. And we've lost players along the way. We've had bumps in the road, which is normal during the season, and they've started to gel together. Again, we've not achieved anything yet. You know, it's been a good performance, and it's been a good last 6 game spell against some tough teams. But it's that spell that you've got to go through to gain belief. And they played against some really good sides, and you know, obviously Luton and Wickham away was a brilliant result. And the teams are going to find it difficult. Things change now. You know, people have got to win. We'll just keep doing what we're doing, and we've got to try and build on that. You know, that feeling, that those good performances that we've had. But there's something tangible there. There's something tangible to work with, and you can see, like I said to you, there's a shift in mentality, and we'll keep going with it.
And players are finding form. Peter Vincente, for example, in the 3 games he's come in, he just stepped up, hasn't he?
Well, his confidence will have taken a hit. You know, he said when he first came in, he's never played for as big a club, and you know, to play in front of the supporters who are demanding. And are used to seeing certain types of player or certain players. I think, you know, he's got a lot to offer. You know, and he's starting to show that. He's playing with a problem. He's going to have surgery in the summer. You know, he's got a problem with his ankle, which is a historic thing, but just to release some tendons. But you know, he's going to play with that to the end of the season. You know, whenever that is, and get that sorted out in the summer. But he's able to keep going. He's training. He's not missing any training. So, you know, for that, there's certainly, you take your hat off to him for that. But he's got to contribute. He knows he's got to contribute, and he's doing that now.
And you've got 2 central defenders. I mean, Dominic Hyam's coming. He's had to wait a long time. Again, another very solid performance from him.
Yeah, look, that's a squad. That's a squad, and that's why you have a squad. I think it's going to be interesting. You know, we've got Tom Davies that's starting to push his way back in, and he's desperate to get back into the team, which is brilliant for us. You know, the other lads have got to keep maintaining the performances, but they've not put a foot wrong really. And you know, long may that continue, because it's you know, like I say, 8 games to go. There's a lot of football to be played, but we're you know, like I say, we'll enjoy that tonight and start again on Monday.
Yeah, Newport next away on a Friday afternoon. It looks a tougher challenge, but you'll be full of confidence going there.
They're all tough challenges. I mean, you know, you can't, because we've won there today, that's a tough challenge. You know, it's a banana skin. They've changed everything. They've changed the manager, they've changed, so you don't know exactly how they're going to play, but you know, we knew at some point we've got to play to our strengths and play to what we can do. We're at home, you know, we're in some decent form, and that belief's there. You know, we've just got to maintain that belief and keep going and working hard, more importantly.
Do you go home and have a look at the league table now? You close the gap on top.
Honestly, the league table doesn't interest me until the end of the season. I think we, you know, for us it's points. It's about points and where we, you know, how many points we get out of the next 8 games. Will obviously determine where we finish. It sounds absolutely obvious, and it is, but we've got to make sure that we pick up enough points to, you know, not look at the league table. I think, you know, for us it's about us. It's about us and about what we do out on the pitch. They've started to do it. You know, they've started to do it, and like I said, there's something tangible to work with.
Mark, well done.
Okay. Cheers, thanks.
Mark, that's the first time you've scored 4 goals, I think, all season. How much is that going to do for confidence for the lads?
I think the overall performance was good. I think we are, like I said, we're in a decent position, and nobody's getting carried away. There's 8 games left. You know, we're still, I would imagine, still inside the playoffs, but it doesn't make any difference. We've got to enjoy it. Get back on the training ground on Monday and see where it takes us. It's just about enjoying the run, enjoying where we are, because I don't think it's happened for a long time. I think, you know, to be in and around the top end of the table, any table, hasn't happened for a long time.
But it's great to see more goals going in, isn't it? To see games killed off earlier.
Absolutely. But look, the game's always going to be tough against whoever you play. They're fighting, they're scrapping for their lives. They've got you know, they've changed a lot of stuff today because they're trying to get a formula to win football matches. So it was a really, really good professional performance, and clinical as well, which is great. Like I said, it's, you know, looking for more of the same.
You touched on it earlier, but you must be so pleased for McNulty. I mean, 21 goals is outstanding, isn't it?
He's a good player. He's a good player. I just said to him there, his worth and his value's gone up into the millions now. He told me he'd take about 4 or 5 noughts off it, but there's no chance. But he's a clean finisher. He's a clean finisher. He suddenly beats himself up. You know, they'll be thinking about the ones he didn't convert, or, you know, I'm saying to him, go and get 4. Go and get 4. And he did nearly. I thought he was a little bit unlucky with that one, but yeah, he's a really good player, and I thought Johnson alongside him was good. I thought Biamu, when he came on, was good, and obviously we've got Jordan Ponticelli, who's waiting in the wings to go, and not forget Stuart Bevan as well. You know, so there's players there that are desperate to take part, and you know, that can only be a good thing.
But you'd be a wanted man in the summer, won't he, Sparky?
I don't know, but like I said to you, we've got him. He's under contract for a while, so I don't care. Right.
Obviously, Mansfield failing to get a result against Forest Green sort of jumps you above them, gives you a bit more of a buffer again on the playoff place. Is that a bonus, an added bonus on top of the result?
Honestly, I'm not even concerned. Not concerned. I'm not looking anywhere else. Just about us. Okay.